Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful Tuesday before the Apple Festival right here in downtown Jackson. And our good friend Kim Harless is here. It's a Wednesday.
I was looking
Sorry,
at you
I
am way
it
behind
is
you.
Wednesday. Sorry, I wasn't here Monday, so now I'm
wasn't either,
confused.
so it's a short week.
So, no, it is Wednesday, and right Wednesday before the Apple Festival, and we are so excited to have Kim here to talk about why do we have this pig here? The Hog Wild
Absolutely.
contest. And of course, Jackson Vinton Farm Bureau putting that on for somewhere around 7,042 years now. Or maybe 30. We don't
30
know.
probably,
About 30, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably more accurate.
Yes.
But this is our total media
I know.
pig. Isn't he
He's
so cute? His name is Elvis Pigsley, and he's on his Love Me Tenderloin World Tour.
They just make me laugh. I just can't help it.
Do you know, it's so funny because, and we'll get to why we have this pig in front of us here in a minute, but you and I were talking off the air that in 30 years, you're shocked every year by the stuff that people come up with.
It's just amazing how creative. I can think of things, but I could never put it on this.
Yeah, no way.
No. And all this that goes with it. I mean, it's just
it's a
crazy.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it is wild. And I mean, people just go to any length to get these.
Oh, it gets so much better and better every year. It does.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind.
Yeah. We should start a Pinterest group for decorating pigs.
So. 100%. There might be one out there.
There might be. That way, if anyone else does a contest like this, we'll...
No, we don't want them doing a contest like this.
No, that's true. This is kind of unique and one of a kind. Yeah. But no, this is our total media pig, and we brought him in as an example, and he sings. So you want to hear him sing?
Let's hear him sing.
This is actually not the pig. It's Hayden Milliken, but...
Thank you very much. Here's a song called All Cooked Up.
He's all cooked up instead of shook up.
When my hips are shaky and my screams are weak, I can't seem to stand on my own feet. I can smell the bacon and your motor's up. It's time for lunch. I'm all cooked up.
Oh my gosh. So
He
creative.
kind of sounds like Elvis, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah. He
If
surely
anybody
does.
in the
His
building is
voice,
going to sound like Elvis, it's going to be
you
Hayden
definitely
for
know
sure.
when Hayden's on.
But no, so we just wanted to bring this in as an example of some of the piggies that have been around. So tell us, my goodness, this Hog Wild contest, I know that you've told me kind of the background before, but
Yeah.
you saw it somewhere, right? Or
Well, no,
how did it come up to be? I can't remember.
Crayola had a big yellow box, is what they called it, and they had different ceramic things in it. So
Okay.
Yeah, so ceramic pig was in one of the big yellow boxes, and they were expensive. But we started off with the big yellow box, and then we started thinking, gosh, we need to kind of make this a little cheaper for our people. So we found a company in Zanesville that made a mold, and it was almost the exact same pig. I think I like this one a little better.
Okay.
His ears are bigger. He's more defined here. So we had that pig for years, and the funny thing is that clay for the mold came from Oak Hill.
Stop.
Yes, that was the original pig.
That's like meant to be.
Yeah. So we had that for years, and then one year right after we got done with Hog Wild, they called us and they said, "We are so sorry, but the mold broke." And I guess it's a big deal to get a mold made for ceramics. I had no idea.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, so we'll just buy to make another one, pay you to make another one. They're like, well, it's like over $1,000. I mean, it's expensive.
You're like,
to get
well,
those
that
made. And I'm
defeats
like,
the purpose of
well, we probably
our
can't do
fundraiser.
that. But I said, I mean, is there any way you can help us? And they're like, we don't have the demand for it really. You know, you do it once a year, 40 pigs. So we're probably not going to remake it. So here we are. So I was talking to Matt on the radio, and he's like, I can go in places that have done this for years, and sometimes I just see them all lined up. But they're all different. There are a lot of different pigs. So that was why when they broke the mold, we had to go, and find a pig that was big enough, but yet you could paint on it, decorate
Yeah.
it. So we've had probably 4 different pigs over the course of 30 years. And we finally found a company out of, I believe it's either Virginia or North Carolina, that did this one. And so far, so good, knock on wood. We order 3 years at a time.
Oh, smart.
And it costs, a little bit less on shipping and stuff the more you get. But so this year we are buying, after the festival and things are cleaned up, we're going to order 3 more years in advance.
Okay.
So.
Well, it's not like you're not without demand for these pigs.
No. So we want to make
such
sure
a
this
fun
can
thing.
continue. So we might buy 4 years this time,
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, that's the story behind it. But if you go somewhere and you see a place I can think of that I walked in the other day, Sherwin-Williams, they did it for a long time, and then they stopped doing it, and then they started doing it again this year. But they have several different pigs,
Different styles of
the
pig.
different styles of pigs that were
I remember
used.
there was one that was
kinda
almost like
laid
squatting,
down
or it was like shorter.
We were
and-
desperate. I mean, it's hard to go online and find them. That you're not just buying one pig for like
to find them
$75
in bulk. Yeah.
So we found this company, and that's how we are so far, knock on wood, sticking with this
Love
one.
it.
Yeah.
So this Hog Wild contest is, of course, a fundraiser for the Farm Bureau, but what that means is it's a fundraiser for our local kids.
It is. We started out giving 1 or 2 scholarships. We give $500 scholarships with the proceeds, and we have collected anywhere from the years. I'm telling you, if I add them all up since I've been here, it's amazing to me how much money, coins, has been put in pigs, dollars, whatever, over the course of 30 years. I mean, we're talking probably over $200,000.
Yeah.
Back
Given
in.
by the community for our
Yes.
local kids.
And so our scholarships now are up to 6. So we get, and this
Wow.
is for Jackson, all of Jackson County, Oak Hill, Wellston, and Jackson and Vinton County. So we
Yes.
do have a couple pigs in Vinton County that we get to come back to Jackson tomorrow. But over the course of the years, it's been all over the place. Our FFA kids are coming in tomorrow. They're going to be shaking, they call it Shake the Pig. So they literally shake the pigs, get all the money out of it, pull the dollars, try not to rip them. And then we have come up in the world a little bit. So we bought a coin counter.
Woohoo!
Because a
That
lot of
makes
the
it
banks
easier.
now are doing away with their coin counters.
Which you understand because all they do is break down.
They break down. It's a pain in
People
their
put paper
rears.
clips and
you
wrappers
find
and
all
everything.
kinds of stuff. So we shake them out. And the reason we do that is because we want to clean off a little bit of the powder gets on the
Sure.
coins. We dab it down with a wet paper towel. And then we search. People will put weird stuff in there. And I feel like sometimes
Yeah.
it's intentional, but we hope not. But we sort through the coins so that it doesn't tear the machines up. But where we go now, we're going with our coin counter. We don't have to wait for the results. We get them right there. And then we're borrowing a dollar counter, a bill counter from Southview PTO.
Okay, cool.
So we're going to do that at all of our office. And the kids do it all. I mean, we're there to supervise, but we'll have about 16 kids in there tomorrow from Oak Hill, Wellston, and Jackson
Awesome.
FFA. And they will literally shake the pigs. And now I'm going to have them doing the coins, and we'll do the dollars, and we'll have our results right there before we take it to the bank.
That is
Yeah.
so awesome. And then, of course, there's more phases to this. So this is like phase 1. So if you see these piggies out tomorrow or today, you
This is
need
your
to
last
get
chance.
This is your last chance to put money in them. And it's a nice friendly competition between businesses and people and whatnot as to who raises the most money.
Yes.
But it's all for a good cause, and it all goes to the same place. So
Right. And we don't care if there's $10 in there or if there's $500 in there. It's
Yeah.
it's this friendly competition, and it's just bragging rights.
Yeah.
You know? This
but
first
as long
round,
as you put money in somebody's pig, we
you're
don't
helping,
really care.
You're helping our kids.
Yes. And
Yeah.
and 100% of this is going to the kids.
Yeah, I always do a check. I had Jordan yesterday. I said, pull up my account and see what we got left in there. I overshot it just a little bit this year with donations, but I feel like this was a year where I could do that. We had a really, really good year the year before. Last year was a little down compared to the year before, but we keep that money line itemed, so I know what I have to spend every year.
Yeah.
We went over it this year.
Oh, that's
so
all
it goes
right.
back into the community 100%.
Of course it does, and that's the whole point, and this is why this is such a good contest. So the piggies, you have to put the money in by today because we have to turn them in by tomorrow at noon.
Yep. And if some people will decorate and this is covered, they'll have a jar set beside it.
Yeah, because sometimes
Yeah.
the money hole gets
Yeah.
covered over
With hair or
Yeah.
hats or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. So that's phase 1, and then tell us the next steps.
Okay, so tomorrow, everything has to be in between 8:30 and noon. And unfortunately, if anything comes in late, we can't count it because it takes us that long to get everything sorted. And then I then have to say, okay, we have to do our most creative. That is the kids' job. And I have 8 other people in the state of Ohio that I will send pictures to that I work with.
Okay.
And they will help us come up with the most creative. So the kids narrow it down to the top 15. And they have a piece of paper. They go vote their own likes and their own preferences, and then we tally those all together, and that's how we come up with top 15.
Okay.
Once the top 15 is, or that's how we get the most creative. The top 15 will be based on the look of the pig, how many votes it gets from our judges, and then a percentage also is how much money was collected. So there's 3 different components of that.
Okay. So it's not just the money.
Oh, it's not the money.
Okay.
That is the last thing. That's probably the least percentage.
Okay.
And I think that confuses people because I've had calls before. They're just like, well, my pig, at the end, we tell what every pig collects, and they'll call me and say, well, we collected more than so-and-so, and they were in top 15. Well, that's only a small portion of it. You know,
Okay.
that's votes, that's the way the pig looks, you know, at first appearance, what the kids like, and then a percentage of it is what's collected in the pig.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
And then the cool thing is you guys have gotten, way up on technology, and each pig has its own QR code,
Right.
which is great too. You can
Yes.
just easily Venmo
click
money.
on that picture of your pig on our Facebook,
Yep.
which everybody has shared a lot this year. I mean, our likes are way up this year.
Cool.
So you just click on that link, and that takes you directly to the PayPal.
Okay.
So the QR code, the link has PayPal. So our QR
PayPal, okay.
code is for Venmo, but there's also one for PayPal. But with
Okay.
PayPal, we do it with this because if someone donates $20, PayPal will take a percentage of it.
Okay.
So you actually have like $18.93.
Okay.
So we count what we get in, so people get confused. Oh, I donated 20, but PayPal likes to take it. Now Venmo, whatever you put in,
Yeah.
we get.
Yep.
You get credit for, so they don't take anything out. But so that's the technology now. You can go on the Facebook picture, click that link, it goes directly to that pig. Now, if you do Venmo, you want to put on there like Total Media, Elvis Pig, or something, so we know
Okay.
whose pig it is.
Gotcha.
Because they won't let you specify for each one its own QR code.
Okay.
Like PayPal does.
Okay.
So that's how you vote. It's easy peasy. We get people from all over Florida, Texas.
That's awesome.
From family that share the pigs, and we get money from all over the place,
Love
which is
that.
amazing.
And so then we go to top 15.
Yep, that'll be displayed in our window.
Okay.
We will not be collecting in our office as far as table. That got crazy.
I'll bet.
Yeah, so you can still go on Place to the Business. We will take a picture of the pig, laminated, and set it out with the top 15 little banner, and they will literally collect for 1 week. The top 15 will collect in their business, on PayPal, however, Venmo, and they will then bring it in Friday of the Apple Festival by noon, and then that will tell us who the top hog is.
Uh-huh.
But part of the top 15 will also be People's Choice winner.
Okay.
That's whoever collects the most this first round. It will be the most creative, artistic, and it will be the Facebook likes. All
Okay.
3 of them will be automatically in the top 15. So the other 12 are based on the other voting that we have going on.
Gotcha.
So yeah, that
It's
1
a
week.
lot.
Yeah. So everything starts over if you're in the top 15. So once our People's Choice is announced, or once we determine who it is, then everything goes to 0 for the top 15, and whatever is raised in that 1 week period will be top hog.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it, but it's fun.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point is it's win-win. You're having fun, but you're raising money for our
Right.
local kids and
Yes.
those scholarships and all of the great things that you all do throughout the year, which is
We appreciate it.
I can't
It's the
even
best
begin
job
to
in the
tell you.
world.
Yeah, and that's not your own. You have like about 42,000 hats that you wear. So
I wear a few. I'm trying to start to slide out of that a little bit, you know?
Sure. Right.
Yeah. But
But no, this is so we want you to all see if you could find a piggy today and just throw any spare change you have. Hey, listen, we all have about $5 worth of change at least in our car.
Yes, no joke.
Just grab it, put it in there, and every little bit counts.
Yeah, and these pigs, they take anything. I mean, coins, dollars,
$100, yeah,
checks. Yeah, they'll eat anything.
I know.
So
they're just
don't
hungry.
be choosy. You have until noon tomorrow, or now if that business brings it in early, you can still vote until noon via PayPal, Venmo, but we have to shut it off at noon, and that'll be the same way with now. Facebook likes will go until 4.
Okay.
So just that gives us time to not have to worry about looking at Facebook.
Sure.
And get all the coins and dollars counted and.
There you go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting every year. It just you never know what's going to come in the pigs, and that's also cool. You know, it can be one pig you think, oh, probably not going to have a lot, and then you pull out a couple $100 bills.
And you're like,
Oh wow, okay. But again, you know, whatever's collected is money going toward kids, and that's the main focus of this, and we appreciate it. But we do like to give the ones that did it this year first choice next year.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be how we do it. We call you guys and we say, hey, if you want to do it, great. If not, we have a waiting list already of about 9 pigs. So
there
if you
you
don't
go.
do it, you lose your spot until someone drops out again.
Yep. So again, that's really cool that you have that many people interested
Yeah.
in helping.
It just keeps
the
every year we get
community.
more and more. They'll see them and they'll say, hey, we want to buy a pig. And we're like, well, we're sorry, we only do 40.
Right.
But we can put you on a waiting list. And that is pretty cool to have a waiting list for
is.
people want to be, you know, in the Hog Wild contest.
Heck yeah. And boy, do they get creative.
They do.
Something else. All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to touch on while you're here? So another hat that you wear is being on the school board
It
in
is.
Jackson.
Yep, we just had a meeting last night.
You did.
Yeah.
And we have our kids here from the
Yeah.
band to talk about the band show
Yes,
that's coming
it's gonna
up.
be
So
huge.
that kind of ties in with another hat that you
Yes,
wear.
it does. I'm sure everybody is starting to hear this is not the favorite part of our board meeting anymore, but we're going to probably look at being on a levy because
Okay.
funding. This last budget that went through that the governor signed hurt Jackson City Schools a lot,
Yeah.
to the tune of about $1.4 million. That's not something you can make up at a bake sale or a car wash or things like that.
Correct.
So right now our meetings are, and Mr. Howard is working tirelessly. I mean, we're going to have to make a list of things that may have to be cut. You know, it always looks at, you don't want to look at anything that concerns the kids, but
No,
it's going to
absolutely
be
not.
in order to get that much money. And we know that the funding is stuck for 2 years. It's a 2-year budget. So we know that this is going to be very detrimental to Jackson City School District.
You know, and our other local school districts as
Some
well.
of them as well. Yeah, they got hit. Some didn't. Some ended up better.
Oh,
you know.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's so inconsistent across the board.
Okay.
We have looked at all these schools in not only Jackson County but our surrounding counties.
Sure.
It's all over the place.
Okay.
So just be watching. And the thing I would like to say is read your information. It all comes from the Ohio Department of Education. Any legislators that you see, talk to them, tell them how important public schools are to our kids and to us in our community.
Correct.
We don't have a lot of private schools.
Exactly.
That our kids, you know, I'm all about pro-choice, but our choices in our county are open enrollment. That's our choice.
Yep.
We can go to surrounding schools.
Well-
That's open enrollment, you know.
And to be fair, and this is something that, you know, we can come back to. Obviously, this isn't why you're here today, but a lot of the funding that was taken went to, am I correct, like to help fund scholarships for public or for private schools?
There's things called vouchers.
Vouchers.
Yeah. So what
And-
that does is it gives a kid an opportunity to go to a private school.
But we don't have
free,
any here.
But we don't have.
So
you know.
our kids just got it stuck to them, basically, and that's not okay.
I think a lot of the millions of dollars and maybe even billions of dollars that were spent elsewhere, Brown Stadium, different things like that, could have very easily been put back into
Yes.
public education. But I just encourage people to really educate yourself, talk to your legislators.
That's the thing. Be part of the process.
You got to be part of the
don't
process.
Don't get on Facebook and read someone's opinion and go with it. Find out what the actual facts are.
Yes, Mr. Howard's door is always open. Like I say, he and Teresa, our treasurer, it's just been mind-blowing to all of us. And I don't, you don't ever wish that you have to be on a ballot to operate. But that's where it's come to. And for the next 2 years, we're just going to have to see. Hopefully our people in the community will educate themselves, see what we're trying to do for our kids in our district, and be very serious about it. And not jump to conclusions, get the facts.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, be an educated voter. That sounds very cliche, but it's
true. It's true with everything, anything. And, the other thing that is a little bit concerning, we really don't know until next month what our five-year forecast is going to look like. But even now, when the governor vetoed line items, so many different things, property tax was one of them. And the legislators are really, really looking at trying to do away with property taxes. Now, anybody you talk to can tell you that it's out of control. There's a lot of things out of control.
Yeah. Yes. So what are they? They're looking at sales tax?
Well,
or what are they
aren't
looking
at replacing it. They're just saying we're going to do away with property tax.
Oh.
So property tax, along with that comes your EMS levies, your fire departments, your everything else
Schools,
in the community.
all the
schools,
stuff.
Not only schools, it's everything in the community.
Yep.
Cemeteries. I mean, how are you going to fund all that other stuff?
Yep.
So I just ask people to be educated on property tax is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, and the thing is, none of us like to pay it, but give us an alternative to where that money is going to come from then.
I think, and I don't know that they know what that looks like. To me, it looks like higher sales tax, and it looks like higher income tax, things like that. So you've got to be able to make up for that loss of revenue from the properpen taxes in the whole community.
It doesn't grow on trees, folks.
It does not grow on trees. So again, just educate yourself, look it up. When we do figure out what we need to do, which will probably be in the next month or two, we'll definitely have handouts and information, and we'll be using Facebook to kind of educate.
Sure.
Everybody has the right to vote how they vote, but I just really want people to be educated about what they're voting on and not just hear it and think whatever you hear is going to be the truth, because coming from the school, coming from us, it's the truth because it's raw numbers. You can look it up anywhere on, Ohio Department of Education's website. The numbers are there. It's scary times right now. And then not just for us, for our educators, for our staff, for our kids.
Yeah, absolutely. At the bottom, of it is the kids that are sitting over here today, and they deserve the best.
They deserve the best that we can give them.
Yep.
And right now, our hands are being tied.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But we're going to work very hard for you guys. We're going to try to get everybody educated and just understand why it's important.
Yep. So there you go. So you have that our little soapbox.
Sorry, I didn't want to really
too.
end that era.
No, that's okay. But it is the truth,
It's just real.
and it's something for you to start thinking about in the back of your mind. Start doing your research and figure out how you feel about it.
Yeah, and there's never a dumb question, because I can tell you I've seen Mr. Howard's presentation 10 times. Yeah. And every time I see it, I learn something new. It's so complex.
Yeah.
If it were just, hey, this was what's going on, that'd be easy. But there's so many components to it that people don't understand, and you don't expect people to understand it unless you're in it.
Unless you're personally affected by it, you typically don't
and unless you're hearing it and you're in the school realm, you don't understand. It's just very complex.
Yep. As is life, right?
As is life.
Yes.
But we're going to end on a good note here.
We are going to end on a good note because we have some great kids here, and we're going to talk about the Jackson Band Show that is coming up not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday.
Yes.
And it's an extra special event this year, and they're going to tell you why. I mean, I'm sure if you haven't been living under a rock, you already know why. But we will tell everybody about that. Don't forget to put the money in the pigs today. This is your last day or so to be able to do so. And again, all that money goes to the Farm Bureau and our local kids and scholarships.
Yeah, and I do want to say, you guys at the Telegram, my goodness, every year for the last, I don't know, maybe 20, 25 years, you guys have put in what we call our piggy pages. Free, color, full page, lists all the pigs, the businesses, even the pigs' names. And we can't thank you guys enough for that. That is just, it's one little piece of recognition that you guys get in the newspaper. This is another piece, you know. They don't do it for that reason, but it's just nice to be able to say, hey, go to the piggy pages. You know, it's donated by the Telegram, and they do it every year. And we appreciate the support.
And
it's adorable.
Good. Yes.
That's a good way to see every pig,
Yes.
every business that's participating. And I just want to thank all the 40 businesses. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Oh, heck, it's fun.
And how creative y'all get. It's adorable.
It's a good time, it is. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we do have our kids from JHS and the band program here, and we're going to talk about the band show. So we're going to do a little bit of switching around, and while we do that, we're going to play some messages, and we'll be back.
Thank you, guys.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, welcome back to the program, and we are so thrilled to have two seniors from the Jackson High School Band here, and we're going to talk about the band show that's coming up, and we'll find out about your band career, too, because it kind of has to be bittersweet that this is your last year.
That's true.
But it's exciting, too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So can you tell everybody who you are?
I'm Ryan Lefevre. I'm a senior band member. I'm a section leader for the alto saxophones, and I'm the vice president.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Harper Uten. I'm a senior, and I'm the head drumline leader.
Ooh, fun! Girl gets down. Mm-hmm. So you've been here before.
I have been here before.
What for?
Bowling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I know her. Very good. Have you been here before?
I haven't. This is my first time.
Oh, my gosh. Did you tell him what we do to first-timers?
No, I didn't.
I'm a little worried.
You should be. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I totally don't do anything to you.
I briefed him a little bit. I said, she's super nice, so don't worry.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Well, I'll tell you what. Tell us how both of you got started in band. I mean, did you start really early in your life, or did you start like later on?
Well, our band program starts, we do music programs for our elementary schoolers, and then 6th grade is when it really starts. My brother and sister were in band growing up, so it was just natural for me.
Okay.
So I've been in band since 6th grade.
Oh, very cool. Did you play the same instrument?
Well, I started off in clarinet because that's kind of what you have to do, but I switched to saxophone, and that's what I've been playing since.
Okay. Very cool.
So I started also in 6th grade, but...
Did you drum back in 6th grade?
Yep.
Because they say girls, there's not as many girl drummers.
No, there's not. Our school actually has quite a few, but I've been drumming
They say
since
girls don't have the same rhythm as guys. I've heard that, but I don't believe
That's
it.
not true.
No.
But yeah, I've been on the drum set since I was like 4. So I've been
Really?
drumming. I've been drumming for a long time, but I started in 6th grade and stuff, and then I've been on bass for 3 years, and now I play snare. So
Okay.
yeah.
Very cool. Now, how do you Wait, so the bass drum, isn't that big?
It's like, yeah, it's the big.
You're not, do you carrying that through the parade?
I used to, not anymore though.
You nuts, girl. You're crazy. That is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pick an instrument that's light. So it's not so hard to
If
carry.
I had to play a light instrument, I'd pick his. It's pretty fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, tell us about some of the fun things that you've done in your band career as you are seniors this year. I mean, you've been in band for quite some time now.
I've done, throughout the years, I've done lots of honor bands, lots of stuff like that. Through marching band, we've done a lot of cool stuff. We actually went to Ohio State, I think,
Oh, gosh.
not last year, but the year before for
Sophomore year.
year. We went and we played in OSU Stadium. And then just a couple weeks ago, we went to OSU for the school session.
During the Texas game of all games.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Texas
To play and
OSU,
all
it was
that
a great
stuff,
game.
yeah.
So
And
you
we had-
got to play there?
We got to play at the school session, listen to the OSU band. They played a great show. And we
Watch the game.
we got to watch the game.
So did
after.
you all get to go to
yeah,
the game?
the seniors did. Only the
That
seniors.
is so cool.
Yeah.
It was a great experience, yeah.
Especially since we got the big W.
Yeah. Big win. And freshman year, we actually went to Disney World. So every 4 years, the band goes to Disney World. And we marched down Main Street at in Disney,
Like,
or
how
in
neat
Magic
is
Kingdom.
that
It was a
experience?
great
USA,
experience. And the band is going to be doing it again, actually.
year.
Not this school year, but next school year in April.
That is like I've always been under the thought that every kid should get to go to Disney at least once, because it truly is, when they say it's like the Magic Kingdom or the magical place, it truly is a magical
Yeah,
place. It's
it's
like
super cool.
you walk in and you're like, where am I? I'm in a whole different world, and everybody should get to do that. And then you guys getting to participate in the parade, that just had to be so cool.
It was really cool, yeah.
It was super cool because they take you backstage and you kind of feel like you're like a little cast member. It was so cool. Like it was top secret and stuff. It was really cool, I thought.
We all got cast member
Yeah, we got
pins
like
as
cast
well.
member pins and all that stuff. It was really cool.
So neat. Love that. Well, very good. So tell us a little bit about the band show coming up. This one, now I guess obviously you've participated in several band shows. And how long's the Apple Festival band show been going on?
Oh, for a lot of years. OSU hasn't been actually since 2001.
And I was telling Pete Wilson, we were talking about I feel like that was just like yesterday. I mean, it seems to me like it was you guys probably weren't even born then. Nah. It's okay. It's not your fault. But no, I feel like it was literally just like yesterday that they were here, and I couldn't believe it had been that long. But I can remember that feeling of seeing the band march down the street, and then I think, am I correct on this, that they combined? I think the Jackson band and the OSU band combined, and then
I'm not for sure.
finished up the parade. Did that happen? Somebody tell me in the comments. I'm pretty sure they did.
Hey, I'll believe what you say.
It was really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, we've had a big picture of the OSU band at our stadium for our whole high school career, so it's been in the back of our mind the whole time.
The whole time. And it just so happened the way the Apple Festival falls this year is that Ohio State isn't playing, so the band was available. And of course the Jaffe members were like, oh my gosh, and jumped on it right away, and were able to procure the Ohio State band to come down, march in our parade, but also participate in the band show.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys give us a little bit of the details about the band show, what people can experience, and then what it means to you as well, because, I mean, this has to be so fun for you.
Yeah. Well, as you said, it's September 20th at 1 p.m. Tickets are $20. There's 13 high school bands performing.
Okay,
so,
that's why I didn't know the number of the high school bands that were coming.
yeah, it's a lot of high school bands, and then to cap off our show, OSU is going to play their show.
Do you know what they're
Grand
going to do yet?
It's the same show that we saw at the OSU Texas game.
Oh, okay.
So it's a
Like-
good show.
I think it's like about gospel something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're playing Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and not to spoil anything, but
Oh, well, there you
And
go. Little
they're-
spoiler alert.
I know at the game they play with a bunch of drum sets and stuff. We'll see. I don't know if they'll bring it down, but
That'd be cool.
everyone should come out. It'd be super fun.
You know, and I've heard some people say, "Oh, $20. Typically, the band show is only $10 or $7 or whatever." But okay, go find a place where you can see the Ohio State Band at Ohio Stadium or wherever for $20. Plus, you're getting all of the high school bands and supporting those kids along the way as well. So $20 is probably the best value. Of the week. And I think that's amazing. So get out there, buy your tickets, and you will literally be up close and personal with all the local bands and then the Ohio State Band.
yeah, the band show is always a fun time. This year, just the experience is going to be so much better, though. With OSU being there, it's going to be crazy. Tickets, you can get them at The Spot or Red Apple Realty, or you can contact Ryan Hurd at Jackson High School.
Okay, who's your
Buy
band
tickets.
director?
Yeah.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, we like him.
I like him too.
Yeah.
I was putting you on the spot.
Yeah. But the $20, it really, it's more expensive, but like you said, you get to see to Biddle, but it also helps with a lot of donations that we need. The band is looking to get new uniforms
Okay.
in the next couple years, so they cost $650 a piece. So that's a lot.
And there's
for-
how many band members?
There's has to be at least
140 or so.
I'd say this year.
We're looking to raise $140,000 actually for uniforms
And auxiliary. So that's not just the
auxiliary.
band, for the
It's a lot.
twirlers and all that.
and that's to make us look good when we're marching down Main Street at Disney World.
There you go. Times 150 is that's $100,000 just in uniforms,
We've
plus
ra-
all the other
Yeah.
stuff.
We've raised about 61,000, but
Yeah,
Okay,
We
well
need-
that's a start.
that's a start.
but-
But we definitely need if anyone can help. And I know that Mr. Hurd was talking about if you pay, so let's say the total media buys a uniform, then if you pay the $650, then your name will be embroidered inside of that uniform.
Oh,
So so like
That's
a couple
fun.
people, businesses and stuff have already purchased uniforms, so now their names and stuff will be embroidered inside.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea. So every time that kid puts that uniform on, they'll think of that business and be
Yeah.
appreciative
Yeah.
of them. Yeah, very cool. So do you guys get to pick out the uniforms, what they look like?
we had a few designs. The band directors really settled on it. Unfortunately, we won't be able to wear.
Yeah,
the
you won't be
uniforms.
here for it.
It's our last time, but it'd be a great thing for the band. We've had our uniforms for
Over 20 years.
over 20 years, so it's an investment.
Yeah.
They're 20 years old.
They're probably over 20 now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. They're getting pretty wore out.
I'll bet.
The continuous mending and stitching is not working much anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you got to think that every kid is not the same size, so they have to be altered every single year for
Yeah.
that kid. So lots of alterations over 20 some years.
Yeah, it's a lot these uniforms have been through. I think it's time for some new ones.
Yeah, I'd say you're right. Plus, they probably start to get to stinking after a while.
Definitely.
Yeah. The dry cleaning only does so much.
Yeah.
But Mrs. Billman does a really good job, like making sure that we have like the annual dry cleaning and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
we take good care of them, but it would be nice if we had some new people to
Yeah.
help support.
Yeah. So get on it. Help the kids. And it just kind of goes along with what Kim was saying with the Hog Wild contest and the Farm Bureau. All that money is going to the kids.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something that you know is going to go directly to one of our local youth, this would be a good way to do it also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a lot of funding, but that's okay. We do a lot of stuff.
You guys do.
We do. Yeah.
So tell us, other than Disney, tell us some of the other highlights of your band career. I know Disney has to be right up there at the top. That's
Yeah,
pretty
for
cool.
sure.
Definitely.
How many parades do you guys get to do a year, or performances?
Well, we
Marching band, anyway.
do 3 parades for the Apple Festival,
then
we
Beaver Fest.
we go to Beaver Fest, and there's a Christmas parade. We do Memorial Day performances.
Veterans Day.
Veterans
That's
Day.
coming up. We'll go up and walk and stuff.
Yeah, so we do a lot.
I remember you guys came up for the Veterans Day. Of course, it's right in front of
Yeah.
Sixth Sense. So I was there, and I remember moving the sawhorses for you, but it was just really, like, emotional. You know, it was, like, really cool to see y'all walking up or marching
Yeah,
up the street. It was really cool. So.
And last year we actually, our concert band went to Chicago.
That's fun.
Yeah, we went to a college there and played for their director, and it was mostly just to experience the city as well. So that was a lot of fun.
You know, and what a fun city to experience.
Yeah, a lot to do there.
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go?
No. I went on New York my sophomore year, so with the choir. So I was I'm tripped out. 2 years, 2 years back to back. I don't want to go to Chicago either.
I got you. No, that's exciting. So, okay, well, let's go over. I know you guys have. I've been talking to you the whole time, so I know you have some lists of things that you brought to make sure that you cover. So, did we? Is there anything we missed?
I'd say we covered most of it.
Hit most of the main points. Just remember, tickets $20. Go to the Spot or Red Apple Realty, or contact Mr. Hurd at the high school. And the headline, of course, the Ohio State University Marching Band.
You know, and that's so cool. However, our local kids playing your shows are really amazing as well, and you all work very, very hard, and so don't want to miss that as well. And you said how many other bands?
13.
That's a lot. So does everybody put on like a whole show? Does everybody just come out and play a song? Like
Everyone puts on a whole show.
Wow.
It's a big thing. So your $20 goes a long way.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And there's some great
Absolutely.
other high school bands there.
Oh, there's awards at the end too. Yeah. You know, and I'll be honest with you, we have such talent in our area of, sports and all that. But our local bands are amazing as well. Like, I mean, there's a lot of talent, in our area. So keep up the good work.
Definitely.
So what's the future hold? Y'all are seniors, so tell us what you're planning on doing, or do you know yet?
I'm gonna go to college probably for mechanical engineering after high school. I'm gonna keep playing music. It won't be my major, but.
So you want to continue on like in college playing music, if you can?
And we definitely have a decent amount of people in the band who are looking to major in music after high school as well.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to go to college, and I want to be a dentist, so we're going to get that first 4 years down.
Good for you. Yeah. She's going to be the only drumming dentist around.
Yeah. At the college, they said I could be in the marching band, but I don't know. I feel like that's a little too much. I want to bowl in college, so.
Okay, so you maybe pick one or the other, but not both. Yeah.
Bowling would be the top priority. Then band, we can be in the band, I guess.
We'll talk about it. Where are you going to go to school? Do you know?
My top college right now is Indiana Wesleyan.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah. Do you have any hopes?
Purdue or Georgia Tech, maybe.
Okay.
I'm also looking at OSU.
Okay. There you go. So you could be in the band there. Come back to Jackson and perform.
That'd be great.
Well, can you imagine? So are there any Jackson kids in the Ohio State band this year?
Not currently, but there have been in the past. We had a drum major a while ago. Yeah.
Paul Bowman, yeah.
He went, and he's still involved, I think, with the band.
So he actually, at the skull session, he announced every time we would play and stuff. It was really cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. I know there's a couple kids that have tried, but they haven't got on, but they're in the athletic bands.
Okay.
So
yeah.
That's still kind of...
Yeah, that's really cool. How fun would that be? Yeah, you still get to go to the games and stuff. Yeah, very cool. All right, well, get your tickets for the Jackson Band Show, which will be coming up a week from Saturday. And you get to see the Ohio State Band as well. So very, very fun. And then you can head on down to the Apple Festival and see everybody perform once again in the parade.
Yes.
Yep.
Which is really cool. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Best of luck on your senior year and in the band show. Have fun.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Pete Wilson is here in the house. We're going to talk about some news. So let's have a message, and we'll be back with him in just a moment.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
All right, and we are back with the man with the news, and that is Pete Wilson.
Hi, how we doing?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Doing very well. Very much looking forward to the Apple Festival and the OSU band and that band show. That band show is pretty special without the OSU band. So, I mean, this
absolutely.
year, I mean, that's the $20 is well worth it.
Absolutely, you got it.
A lot of music. Okay, back in the news. On the regular news front, a scary word has cropped up in the news again. COVID.
Oh no!
Right.
I thought we were done with this.
Well, I'm not sure we've ever really completely been done with it. It's just that
thought we were done with having to talk about it.
It's just that the numbers and the severity of the illnesses have subsided so much that it's almost just there, but you might not be aware of it. But the Health Department last afternoon put out a news release because they're a little concerned about what they call a spike in local cases.
Okay.
And remember, these are cases that get documented. You don't know about the cases that are not documented.
Which there are a lot of, probably.
Somebody may be sick and they don't know what it is, or it's a cold or whatever. But what Proactive Health Commissioner Kevin Aston is reporting, just wants people to know as we go, into the fall, that there were 20 new cases reported to the health department the last 2 days, Monday, September 8th, and Tuesday, September 9th.
20 in 2 days.
20
wow.
20 in 2 days, and that, I don't have a frame of reference for what has been documented before, but they consider that a pretty steep increase on what they know. So, the CDC has updated its recommendations to take a unified approach to addressing common respiratory viral illnesses, which include COVID, but also the flu and RSV, which can cause significant health impacts and strain on hospitals and healthcare workers. So, if the COVID spikes and there is a related outbreak or higher instance of these other illnesses, it can be pretty serious as far as the pressure on the doctors' offices and the hospitals and so forth. The U.S. is now experiencing fewer hospitalizations, of course, from COVID and deaths. Not only are the numbers down, but the serious cases are down as well. And part of that has to do, of course, with all the vaccines, but it also has to do with natural immunity that happens with any disease. That's one way that it gets licked.
Yep.
The natural immunities that our bodies have. But because of the increase in COVID cases, the health department and Kevin Aston has given us some prevention strategies. First of all, stay up to date on vaccinations to protect against serious illnesses, hospitalizations, and death. Because the word came out that while vaccinations may not categorically prevent COVID, probably if you would get COVID, it would be much less serious.
Severe, yeah.
Right, less severe.
We hope.
Right. Also, remember, we've heard this advice, and we're going to hear it again. Practice good hygiene by covering coughs and sneezes, washing or sanitizing hands often, and cleaning frequently touch surfaces. Also, improve air quality by bringing in fresh outdoor air, using indoor air purifiers, and gathering outside rather than inside if possible. So,
hey, with this weather, there's no excuse not to be outside.
As far as vaccine availability, flu and COVID vaccines will be available at the health department starting October the 1st.
Okay.
A lot of times they announce the flu vaccine clinics, sometimes in-house, sometimes out in the community, mobile. starting in October, and they're going to do that again. And the COVID vaccines apparently not available now, but will be October 1st, the same time as when the flus are. Pneumonia vaccines are now available at the health department. The health department, though, if you're asking because of the increase in COVID, right now they do not have the rapid test kits, which people use to kind of test themselves.
Yep.
They don't have these available now, and right now they do not know if they're going to get any in the future.
Well, you can purchase those though at any store now.
Okay,
I've seen
that is something I know you used to be able to. I didn't know. Okay,
yeah.
Well, they're out there, and on the COVID, I am sure that even though of course there's much fewer cases and they tend to be less severe, if you're older or your health is compromised, it's probably more serious if you did get COVID, I'm guessing.
Yes.
So it's just like any other illness, if it hits you when you're already
down, yeah.
Right, more vulnerable, it's serious. So, not to alarm anybody, but I think that was very wise to put that out, that the COVID cases are increasing. Of course, as the weather gets a little cooler, people will be gathering more inside than outside, and that also, is a potential for spreading COVID or any disease that is contagious. All right, we'll talk about something else now. The city of Jackson wants to get this information out ahead of the Apple Festival, and particularly Jackson Police Chief Brett Hinch, who will be in charge of enforcement. There are parking rules that are in effect. Some of the parking rules were actually changed earlier in the year. I think it was in May. They just weren't set up to be enforced yet. But one of the reasons that they did the parking rules was because of all the challenges with parking during the festival week. Festival, of course, is next week. The new parking rules for the festival, or relative to the festival, it affects the downtown area, but because most of the streets are already blocked, it doesn't matter, you're not going to park. But on Portsmouth Street, in the block between Pearl Street and Broadway Street, this is where the parking rules are going to come into effect, and they want to get the word out, and that's why we're talking about it right now. That is one of the signs that is up. I understand that there will be more signs going up. This is the one I found on
There are more now.
Okay, on Monday evening.
They put them up yesterday.
It's easy to miss because it's a smaller sign that is underneath the emergency snow route signs, which were already there, unless some of the new signs are standing independently. But what it says there is 4-hour parking Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So, that's nothing too fantastic. But the new thing is there is no parking now from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. anywhere, along the street in that block. And that also applies to the entire downtown. But right now we're talking festival week and that street, because that street, Portsmouth Street, is right next to the festival setup, but it's open. It's open during the festival. And so what has happened, as you well know, is some people decide to grab a parking space and hold on to it.
For 2 weeks.
Maybe
3 weeks.
Maybe for the entire festival week, because they've got their vehicle close to the festival area, and it's a nice place to sit in your car or get in the back of your truck and watch the 3 parades that take place. You're trying to be real smart there. And so because of the rules of 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. of prohibited parking, it's not that they don't want you downtown, but that is their way to see that you do not park all the time there.
For 3 weeks.
Yeah. Because you can park there during the day, you can park there during the evening, but you can't be there from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., so you can't, and essentially you can't leave your car parked there all the time. If your car is there from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. and you don't have one of the special permits that they will sell to people who live downtown or businesses that are downtown, you are subject to having your car towed or at least get a ticket.
Yep.
I mean, that is in writing, and Chief Hinch verified that to me yesterday. Ticket or towing. So, I mean, just don't do it. That is, once again, in the block on Portsmouth Street between Pearl and Main Street.
Yep. And also during the festival, that municipal parking lot in which so many people take advantage of now for downtown parking will be permit parking only. Did you guys discuss that as well?
Yes,
Okay.
it's going to be permit parking. Now, this is just during the week of the festival.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Then it'll be open again.
Right. Otherwise, it's open public parking. But if you're going to park in the municipal parking lot, there's 44 spaces. It's in that block, same block between Pearl and Main on Portsmouth. You have to have a permit that week. You have to buy it. You can buy it at the police station.
Yes.
There are still spots left. They talked about this at a city council meeting, not the most recent one, but the one before that. A group of downtown business people went. They were very concerned who their businesses are in the downtown area and they lose parking completely.
Sure.
And they wanted to be able, they didn't care if they had bought it, but they wanted to have parking in that lot. And that's who had bought some of those permits. But the permits are open to anybody. If you want to buy them, you have to pay for them. I don't know what the cost is, but I think
it's $50. But $50 for a whole week of having a parking spot, to me, is a pretty good deal.
It's pretty nominal. And, if you're a townie or you've been to the festival in the past, you know that before the Boy Scouts had that lot. And they will be doing, I'm sure they'll be doing their parking in many places, but not there.
Yep.
It's going to be city controlled and it will be enforced. This isn't just something they're asking you not to park in the lot if you don't have a permit, or not to park on the street and leave your car there. They are going to enforce it.
Oh, it's going to be enforced. I promise you, it's going to be enforced.
So once again, that is one of the changes with the festival parking in that one block. And the same rule about the 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is going to apply to the downtown area totally. It's just that it's not relevant during festival week.
Right, because nobody can park on the street during the
reason
festival.
that it hasn't been enforced since they passed these rules, because the downtown parking has been an issue that comes up again every now and then, because people park there and they leave their cars there beyond just when they're shopping or whatever. And it's not supposed to be a parking garage. So they haven't enforced that because they haven't put the signs up yet.
Yeah.
But their thought was the Apple Festival is the main week that they're most concerned with, and that one block.
Yep.
All right, other city news. They are completing the transition of moving the mayor and service director's office out of the Memorial Building at 145 Broadway to their temporary home in the AmVets building, just one block away on the corner of Pearl and Broadway. That's 200 East Main Street. Most of the things have already been moved. I think they're operating more out of the AmVets building now than the Memorial Building. But of course, the reason they're moving things out of the Memorial Building is it's going to be torn down very soon. In the next several weeks, probably they'll be able to do that. And so while the Memorial Building is being torn down, and while they're building the new City Hall, which will be on the heels of the demolition, the mayor and service director have to operate from somewhere, and they were fortunate enough to be able to rent the AmVets building nearby, which was available, and they are so pleased with the bargain price they feel that the AmVets gave them to rent that. It will be for at least a year. It could be longer, but the initial lease is 3 years, starting September the 1st. So they've moved a lot of the things out, and they expect to be through with the office moving by the end of this week. I assume that would be Friday afternoon.
And it's good because it's not really a far place for people to have to go. If you go to the Memorial Building, it's not there. It's just a block down the street.
It is not. And as far as the demolition, they're going to open bids from would-be contractors, I think, on Thursday, tomorrow. The city officials and the JCEDP, that's the Jackson County Economic Development Partnership, which is a partner in the demolition project because of funding. They will look at those bids, hopefully come up with a recommendation, and then at the next council meeting, perhaps they'll be able to award the contract, and the demolition supposedly could begin soon after that. So it's not going to, the next council meeting is the 22nd of September.
Okay.
So not sure about the turnaround time if a contract gets awarded, but it's coming up soon. The last public event in the Memorial Building will be the craft show that's always taking place.
So
in the
it will
auditorium.
still be there. Okay.
Right. The Greg
I was
Irvin
asked about
Greg Irvin with the American Legion asked council several weeks ago if they could still do that. And of course, the Legion has a history in the Memorial
Yes.
Building. And initially, wasn't known whether they would be able to do it, but now with the timing of everything, they will be able to do it. Also on the 23rd, that's next Tuesday. We'll tell you more about that as I get the details. There's going to be a walkthrough auction at the Memorial Building. There's some things in there that the city doesn't need. There's some value to them, at least sentimental value. So there's going to be a walkthrough auction with auctioneer Ed Henderson. And if you want to be there, I'll give you the time and all like that. And there's a variety of items, an old scoreboard, for instance. You can walk through and he'll do an auction on the spot, and you can buy yourself a scoreboard or maybe just a piece of the interior that they don't need anymore.
Sure.
Okay, so the Jackson County Dog Pound has announced that it is closed this week for floor improvements. So if you have business at the dog pound or you have a dog to drop off at the dog pound, they're asking you to be patient and hold on to the dog. They'll even post a picture of it, if you're wanting to rehome it. But for probably at least the rest of the week, they hope to reopen on Monday. It will be closed, and it's for a good reason. They are doing floor improvements there.
Yep.
Some epoxy and like that is going to be put down. Will make it much easier to do cleaning.
Very much
So
easier.
they're very pleased about that, and they got some donations to be able to do that. But and they're going to be working. They'll go out on calls and like that. It's just the dog pound itself will be closed for public business.
Right.
All right. Also, we run out of time. I do want to tell you that the Jackson Apple Festival is now selling its pre-sale ride passes. I think Chris O'Boyle talked about that yesterday.
Yep.
But we want to remind you, they're $15. That's a little higher than last year, but still a deal if you're talking about that compared to buying rides individually during the festival. $15 each for one-day ride passes, and they're good for unlimited rides for that day that you buy them. They can be redeemed at the ticket booth. Places to buy those pre-sale ride passes. You want to take care of that this week. Sherwood Folks Insurance, Virgil Hamilton Nationwide Insurance, Nana's House, Oak Hill Garage, Southern Ohio Smiles, Cavalier Roller Rink, Apple City Wholesalers, Jones Stevenson Insurance, Ohio Valley Bank, in both Jackson and Wellston, and from any Jackson area festival and events member. And one other thing we want to show you as we wrap up the Ohilco Festival. I want to show you the vehicle, which was a big winner at the Black Diamond Masonic Lodge Car Show, which is dubbed the Dan Locker Jr. Memorial Car Show. I know those folks were in ahead of time, but this 1949 Chevrolet pickup that was showed by John Hunter, it won 3 different awards at that car show, which was held Saturday, the finale day of the festival. It won the. Let's see. Do you have that picture there, Adrian? There it is. Thank you. Look at that beautiful. 1949. Wow. John Hunter, by the way, is from Wellston.
Yep.
And the awards that he won with that car was the Hector Preston Family Trophy, the Masonic Choice Award, and the overall second place award. So he was a 3-way winner. Bob Pugh won the People's Choice Award with his Bengal sports car, and Wellston resident Larry Martin and his Crown Victoria, they won first place honors. And also not the Mason's Choice, but the first place honor only for Larry Martin, but I wanted to mention that because it was first place.
Very cool.
So only 27 cars because the weather wasn't the greatest, but they did make some money for the good community projects that the Masonic Lodge does. It was a good time. They do a very nice car show all lined up there along Broadway Street, just off the festival grounds.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you, Pete.
Okay, very good.
All right. And we will be back tomorrow with a couple of more guests and maybe Pete with some more news. How's that?
All right. Well, I think we'll probably generate some.
Okay. Well, have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Get out there and enjoy this beautiful weather, and we'll see you right back here in the morning. Bye-bye, everyone.